Want to taste real chocolate? Contestants must pick out the real chocolate products from a wide variety of items and verify them with their teeth. In this room, every item you see might be made of dessert, but there are only 7 real desserts. Can you find which ones they are? First up is Himura. After taking a close look, he finally picks these dirty white shoes.
さあ、パリッと。
どうだ
どうですか？
食べてない？
美味しい？
食べてる。
Congratulations, Himura. He not only bites a real shoe, but this pair was just worn by the host. Next, Arakawa chooses the coffee table. She is not very confident. Under everyone's urging, she decides to try it. Surprisingly, she gets it right. The glass she bites is actually made of 6 kilograms of candy. After learning the table leg is also made of dessert, Matsushima takes a bite too. Next is Taichi's turn. He even thinks the thumbtacks are desserts, but he unexpectedly picks the painting on the wall. Unfortunately, he is wrong. Then comes Nagase. He chooses this doorknob. He thinks the color is really cute. This is how happy you feel when you eat real dessert. The next female contestant picks the calendar. Unfortunately, she is wrong. Matsuoka goes for the hanger. We thought he succeeded. But he was just pretending. Next is Hattori. He surprisingly picks this potted plant. It looks almost dead, but he still insists on taking a bite. It looks incredibly real. The whole thing is made of matcha chocolate. If you look closely, even the soil is disguised with chocolate crumbs. Saejima also picks his target. It turns out to be another pair of brown leather shoes. Oh yeah, he got it right. Feel bad for Himura for 3 seconds. Suddenly Taichi notices something is wrong with the host's bow tie. Unexpectedly, the host takes a bite and eats it himself. At the same time, the female contestant quickly picks the red hat among the 3 hats. Let's see how this choice goes. The game ends here, but there is still one last item. What could it be? It is actually this photo of desserts. To make up for Himura having to bite the shoe, the director finally lets him feel a sense of accomplishment. This is a competition about real and fake desserts. Everything here might be made of dessert. If you want to tell them apart, you just have to take a bite. The theme for round 1 is the music equipment room. There are only 3 desserts here. Can you spot which ones they are?
いただきます。
The microphone has already been eaten. Only 2 are left now. Ladies first. Natsumi has her eye on the leather shoes on the model, but she smells the model's smelly feet as soon as she squats down. She gives up right away. Next, the brooch chosen by Anna is revealed. Why are they all looking for things around the model? Will she succeed? Or will she fail again? Next is the headphone chosen by Chuzui. The headphone is actually made of dessert. Even the cord is perfectly copied. That's awesome. Next up is Erasure. He immediately sets his eyes on the model's belt. I feel the model has nothing on. And sure enough, I'm right. What will the last dessert be? Katsuya looks carefully and chooses the guitar. Is the guitar made of dessert? It seems to be a wrong guess. Wait, the guitar is a dessert. The production team nailed every detail. It's really impressive. How many did you guess correctly? Round 2 uses a conveyor belt. The first item is a razor. It's even shiny. It looks really dangerous, so all the guests pass on it. The second item is an ear pick. The white part looks like a marshmallow. Mito is really interested, but it moves away before she can choose. The third item is lipstick. Taichi is afraid of getting something weird later, so he takes it right away. This makes Mito feel anxious. Sure enough, the fourth item is bizarre. It's actually dentures, but she has to pick it by the rules. Now it's time to check. First is the lipstick chosen by Taichi. Taichi can only complain that the dry ice is too slow. Are the dentures made of dessert? Looking at the dentures held up to her mouth, Mito hesitates a long time before taking a bite. She really has the food lover's intuition. The dentures are actually dessert. If you want to taste real chocolate, contestants need to choose from all kinds of items. Pick out the real chocolate products, then verify with their teeth. The theme of the first round is grooming products. Only one of these 4 items is made of dessert. The first item is lipstick. Taichi took it without hesitation, because it was the only item he knew. Even though there were some scratches on the lipstick, he thought it was done on purpose. The second item is a razor. This made Taichi a little regretful, because he knew this one too, but the sharp blade scared him a little. This also made Miura give up the idea. The third item is an ear pick. Even though the white fluffy part looked like marshmallow, after observing carefully, Miura found some unknown yellow substance. After struggling for a while, the ear pick was already taken. The last item turned out to be dentures. I felt scared just through the screen. Even if it was made of dessert, it would probably be hard to eat, but it was the last item. Miura had to choose it with tears. Next came the verification round. First was the lipstick chosen by Taichi. He took a big bite directly. Unfortunately, his judgment was wrong. It was a real lipstick. Next, it was time to check the dentures. Looking at such realistic dentures, Miura still decided to try. She was really lucky. She actually guessed correctly. We have to praise the dessert maker's skills. They made such realistic dentures. The second round was in a classroom. There were 5 desserts here in total. Contestants had to choose their target by observation. First came the observation stage. They suspected it might be the school bag, or the beetle specimen in the box, or maybe this fluffy tennis ball. Which one do you think it is? Next came the reveal round. First was Kojima. His taste was really unique. He actually chose the dirtiest rag. Let's see how lucky he was. He was quite lucky. He actually chose the right one. Next was Himura. He chose a pair of shoes again, but these shoes looked really dirty. Could it be a dessert? Unsurprisingly, Himura failed once again. He was really unlucky. Taichi chose this inconspicuous calligraphy sheet. Could paper be a dessert? Let's wait and see. This time we did not know whether to praise Taichi's intuition or the dessert maker's skills. It was simply shocking. Miura, the 4th contestant, watched the previous choices. She decided to choose boldly too. She actually chose the beetle specimen. Let's see if Miura would be equally lucky. Except for the beetle specimen. Everything inside the observation box was made of chocolate. Next was Matsuoka. He chose a baseball bat this time. It looked just like a real one. How about the taste? It turned out to be a real baseball bat. Only 3 desserts were left at this point. After observing for a long time, Nakamura decided to take the biggest school bag on the field. Let's see how lucky she was this time. Not bad at all. It seemed luck was on the beautiful girl's side today. The last contestant, Shirtera, chose the Daruma doll again. He really liked it, but it was still a pity. The Daruma doll was real. The last dessert on the field was actually this dirty-looking eraser. If it were you, would you be confident to guess which one is the dessert?